Hello, hello. Happy Halloween, everybody. So it's after midnight and I'm in my basement. Ooh, spooky. So it's after midnight and I'm in my basement and I thought we'd play with Halloween. It'll be the last little Halloween video that I do. Um and I doubt I'll finish the journal, but it's been so much fun. Oh my gosh. So I'll take you through a little tour of the spooky Halloween journal. Right, so here's what we did, right, in the first couple videos, right, this beautiful, I love these little bags that I got from Joy's shop. I love them, right, and then I took out that other piece of paper and I put in a white one because I think it looked better than the coffee dyed one, and I stamped some little stars on it, right, and then here I just decorated some of the pages, and here I made like a pocket, right, I had this came like in some Happy Mail, I think, and so I just made it into a pocket, right? And I put some stuff on there, and this is where I put that coffee dyed piece of paper, and I have this really cool postcard that I thought was really cool, and matched the whole theme and everything, I think. Right, and we have an apple paper, a toxic apple paper. We have this. I just made like a big journaling card, and then this flips up. This was one of those cards that Debbie made. Debbie, the scrapbooking lady, who gave me, a bunch of paper and, a lot of my craft supplies, actually. Yay, I made these out of those stickers, little journaling cards, in this pocket that says boo. Okay, and then these, right? These are just some pockets to not pockets, but little flips to journal on. A tag. Ooh, I like this tag, right? These are my jelly plate, the first jelly plate ones that I did that I didn't like. They came out really messy, but they end up great for this journal. So yeah, just been decorating and putting just stuff in the pockets and trying to leave a lot of journaling space. I love her. Isn't she awesome? Did some stenciling and some stamping, but that's it. And so I figure, well, let's finish decorating the journal. I have this beautiful image that I want to use, and I have some. Yes, I have this, and I think that this will be perfect on here, right? We can just trim it up and ink it and put it on there, and that'll be good. Where did my cutter go? Ah, here it is. Let's turn it around the right way. Where did I mark it? Did I not mark it? Where did I? Ah, I did. I did. Okay, let's even this out. Dum dum. So Matthew and we got a lot of candy, right? So that we could hand out handfuls to our trick-or-treaters, any trick-or-treaters that came. And we got a few. We got a few groups of trick-or-treaters. And so I always just, grab a handful out of the bowl and I put it in their bag. It's always fun looking at the looks on their faces. They're always like, wow. I had one group be like, we hit the jackpot. It was so cute. But so the first group that we had, right, and always earlier in the evening you get the younger kids, right, the really younger kids. And then as the night progresses, right, the kids get older, right, which is always fun. But the very first group of kids, it was like a family. It was a little kid, had to be maybe 3 or 4, so cute. And they had these like little doggy ears on. You could tell they were like a dog. And they were all in coats, right? Because again, it's cold. So, everyone is always in coats, over or under their costumes. And then the other two were kind of older, a little older, which I always love. I think that's great. I say, right, take advantage and capture your childhood for as long as you can, because you're only a kid once. So Um, oh, they were so cute. They were like trick or treat. So I gave them handfuls of candy. And oh, the one of the older kids, right, as I'm handing out handfuls, because I'm handing out handfuls, the kid in the back, who was a little older, he goes, I only have pockets, right? He goes like this, and he goes, I only have pockets. And I have this handful of candy, and I like shook my head and I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, stuff your pockets. And so he held out his hands to pick up the candy. And as he did that, the sleeves of his costume, like, came out and there was like a big hole in it. And so he was like, oh, put it in there, put it in there. And so I like, put it in his sleeve. And all the kids were like, yeah, that'll work. And then they all cheered as they went down the pathway, and I was like, have fun. And oh, it was great. So that was the first group of kids. Oh, there we go. Yay. That looks great. And I think we should do some inking. I think I'll just grab my black. And I should have inked this before putting it down, huh? Goodness gracious. But let's see. I'm too busy all talking. The second group of kids was kind of the same, right? There was a younger one, right? And they were young, right? 3 or 4. So cute. And then there was like 2 or 3. I think there were 2 others, right? And they were kind of older. And you could tell they were siblings. They were all siblings. And so I opened the door. And by the time I open the door and I turn around, because I have to step out onto the patio and close the door because of the dogs. The dogs. I have all these dogs and they're barking, hooting and hollering and all this stuff. But so I I turn around and the kid, the littlest one, had fallen off the porch. Poor thing. And his candy had spilled on, all on the ground. And I go, oh no. I go, are you okay? And as the kid gets up and she looks at me and she's like, yeah, I'm okay. It was so cute. And I look and I would have helped him, but I looked and I seen Dad was running up on his way, and the other 2 kids, they were so embarrassed. The like older ones, they were all embarrassed. Oh, that the little one had fallen off the patio, the poor thing. So I filled up all their candy. And so by the time I filled up the 2 older ones' candy, right? The dad had got there in time, right? The dad had got there, and I asked him, I was like, are they okay? And he was like, oh yeah, they're okay. And then the one of the kids, I look, and one of the kids is like pointing inside the candy bowl, right? And I'm like, what's up? What's going on? And he goes, can I have all sheepishly. And so I just hold the candy bowl out and I'm like, yeah, take what you want. And so, he grabs the Tootsie Pop, right? He wanted the Tootsie Pop. And so then the brother, not, not wanting to be left out, was like, oh, I want the something, And so I held the bowl out to him and he grabbed whatever specific piece he wanted. And then I grabbed, a handful or whatever and put it in the littlest one's basket. And by that time, the dad looks up at me, right, as I'm doing this. And the dad looks up at me and goes, I am so sorry. That's what he said. He goes, my kid's just grabbing handfuls of candy out of your bag. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, no, 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 no. I was like, it's fine. We have so much candy, and we're not going to eat it all. So yeah, we got it to give out, lots of candy to all the kids. But I think just, the fact that his kids were being kind of, I guess, if I were the parent, right, I'd be like, oh, you're being selfish. It was cute though. I'm all about it. It's Halloween. I was like, oh, have fun. It's all good. Fun stuff. So that was the second group of kids. Oh, let's see. The third group of kids were like a little older. They were all about 13, 14, right? And there were three boys. And I step outside and I'm used to hearing like, I expect to hear like trick or treat, Instead, what one of the boys says, he goes, "You look like my teacher." He goes, "You look exactly like my teacher." And I was like, "Oh." And he was like, "Yeah, I like that teacher though. They're a cool teacher," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, well, that's good." That's what I said. I was like, "That's good." Oh, and then I put handfuls of candy in their bags. And that was the group of kids where one of them was like, "Oh, we hit the jackpot," or whatever. It's awesome. So I'm making just like a little journaling card, yeah? A little journaling card, and then maybe we'll make this into like a pocket, and we'll stick this journaling card. Ooh, what if we just made it a belly band? It would be perfect as a belly band, I think. And I'll grab my black cardstock remnants. uh, to deal with this, right? Because I'd like to put it on a black card, I think. But let's glue this down. Do we want anything else on it? Do we want like some ribbon? Let's see. I have some of this left, which I love. Let's just put a line of this down. Dum dum. And so, yeah, it's all super late. I'm the only one awake. Even the dogs are asleep. And I thought, well, and I kind of waited on purpose because I thought it would be a fun, oh no, I messed up. That's okay. Because I thought it would be a fun thing to do, to come down and do spooky crafting in the basement after midnight. Let's put a skull here. Dum dum. Ooh, spooky, spooky. So I've been having such a blast with this journal. I normally don't ever, decorate a journal after it's sewn together. I always decorate my journals afterwards. But as like a fun little project, I think that it's super fun. Super fun. I've had a blast. Oh my gosh. It's so great. I don't know why this glue doesn't want to stick. My barely art tonight. I don't know what is your deal? Here. There. How about that? Okay, let's grab my black cardstock. Sadly, I don't know where it is, so we're going to grab this. This works, this green. I've been using a lot of green throughout the journal, which I actually like. It's like kind of spooky. Okay, we'll trim it there. Here it is. Always losing my cutter because I'm not, Here's my problem. I don't have a place. Okay, I have a place for everything. But the problem is that while I'm crafting, I don't put things back in their place. Right? They just get tossed wherever. And so if I'm crafting for a while, right? So for example, this I normally put over there. That goes over there, and then that's where I always put it. And then that way, next time I go to use it, I'm not like, where did it go? Okay, enough of all of that nonsense. So yeah, that the third group of the older kids, they all showed up, and they had Dixie cups. Dixie, like cups, like red cups. And I'm stuffing candy in these cups, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with kids these days? Funny. I guess I'm getting older when you find yourself thinking these things. But like, oh, I mean, like we used to use pillowcases, right? I mean, because we could, my parents, they did never bought us like fancy bags. I'm surprised my mom didn't make us bags as she was into that kind of thing. Um, I think later she did maybe, but I think she made them out of pillowcases if I remember, which is awesome. It's totally something I would do. Um, but yeah, like what's up with the no bags thing? It was odd. Like I had all these kids show up with like cups, like plastic cups. I was like, okay, whatever. Uh, the kid when I put the candy in, the kids were like, "It's already full," and I thought to myself, "Yeah, like go grab a pillowcase and fill it up, right? Like, what are you doing?" Oh, it was great, fun stuff. So it made me think. This is why you don't ink and do stuff on your work. Look, you get these lines, see, because I inked the around the edges. If you don't wait for it to dry, your hand, it'll just, because it blends. It's a good blend, Distress ink blends so well. That's okay. We'll put some stencil on here. Hmm? We'll hide it. No one will know. It'll just be very spooky. I'm going to grab some of this paper. This paper is some of that rose lace paper I make, but I messed it up. It was an entire batch and it got messed up. Look at it. You can't really see any of the definition of it's like it like splodged. But I think it's good for grungy purposes and stuff like that. I think it'll be perfect for our spooky journal. So we'll just put it in here for journaling. That will bulk up this page a little bit to keep this card from falling out. I feel like I want to put one more thing in it, in that pocket. Right? What do we have? We have this. These are cute. These are so super cute. We'll have to put them somewhere. Let's see. We have bats. What else do we have? Where did my black cardstock go? I don't know where it is. It's lost. I have a whole thing of it, and it's not in my cardstock. What can you do? I'm always losing things. That's perfect. Let's round the corners, and we'll decorate it. I love her. She's amazing, isn't she? Let's just ink her up and we'll put her on there. So Fiona over Miss Paintalot, oh, she's been making this, right? This Timmy's Terrific Tome, which it's like this amazing lap book. And it is amazing. It is terrific. It's gorgeous. So, and her, like, she did like a little rough draft kind of one. And it's, wow. I'm always amazed. Like, I can't bring myself to, like, use combinations that, like, other people, I don't know. I feel like people are really bold and And it always looks amazing. And if I'm that bold, it like doesn't look good. That was really creepy. Oh, I know what to do. I have these, right? So that's my problem, is I don't know. My eyes sometimes, I think, on things are not. What if we put that there? Do we like it like that? Or do we like it like this? Speaking of Tim Holtz, this is Tim Holtz. This is all Tim Holtz scrap, right? Problem is that's sepia. See, I go into things without thinking. What about this one is more white? Right? Because that's black and white. I like this better. Okay, let's do a circle out of that. Right, so we have writing, and we have the stripes. And I like the stripes. Let's go with the stripes. The stripes, and then do I have a smaller? Aha, I do. Let's cut a smaller one to layer on top of this one. Right, and we gotta ink it, of course. Gotta always have to ink it. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking that maybe what I might do for next year is I might make some empty little trick-or-treat bags, like some simple ones made out of like felt fabric or something, decorate them all Halloween-y. And then when I have kids come to the door that don't have a bag, I'll hand them a bag with their candy. And I'll be like, yeah, go fill it up. I got you. Because, yeah, it's funny. Right, so I was stuffing candy in one kid's sleeve of his costume and in Dixie cups, and some kids were like, just give it to me in my hand. And I was like, okay. Because one kid had this little tiny treat bag, right? And he tried to open it, and it had like this much of an opening. And I was like, and I had this like handful of candy to give him, It was funny. Like, what do you kids do when people give out, full-size candy bars and stuff? Which I thought would also be a fun thing to do one year, right? Get like 40 or 50 full-size candy bars and give out full-size ones. That would be fun. Okay, so we have that. Now, I like the pumpkins, right? We like the pumpkins, and I like the bats are super cute. Okay, we got to put a bat on there. We have to put a bat on there. Look at her. Oh, it's a female bat. Look, she's got little cute little eyelashes. She's super cute. We'll put it right there. Yeah? Oh, I like it. Yay. We'll put some words here. Dun, dun. What words to put? Ooh, it's so quiet, I feel like. It's so quiet. Creative, create, friends, imagine. We'll just use creative, huh? Let's just go simple. Put creative. If we want a black word, maybe we'll look and see if there will be one that will fit and match. Oops. Try and get it kind of straight. Okay, a black one. Creative possibility. Look at that. It just jumped right out at me. Don't fall like that. Creative possibility. Okay, and then we'll put some lace along the top. This is very pretty lace. We'll use this stuff. So yeah, and then after the trick-or-treaters came, I went and watched some spooky stuff. Right, some horror stuff and spooked myself out. What can you do? And then I was like, I know, I'll go downstairs and I'll craft all by myself after midnight. It's funny. Whatever, it's Halloween, right? You gotta have fun. I find it's harder and harder to like scare myself like that, as I get older. It just is. I'm not easily spooked in that way, So it's always fun if I'm able to do that. My poor sister oh man, she is working so much. Just working. She's working for the next 3 days in a row. She's, they said, they've got her working 8 days in a row, and then she gets 2 days off, and then she works a day, and then she gets another day off, and then she has to work another 5 days. And I said, don't let them do that to you, right, with your schedule. Like, don't. Because I guess the manager lady said when she set it up, if it's a problem, I can change it. And my sister was like, no, I'll do it because she's a sweetheart. And I told her, I said, well, don't, if you can help it, don't do that again. Because, man, it's brutal. Especially for someone who's, she's not accustomed to working. She's never had to, and she still doesn't have to. Do you know? I mean, my husband takes care of everything, and he's happy to do that. But she's she wants some independence, and I don't blame her. We don't blame her at all. And I mean, it's great. It helps us out huge. It helps my husband out immensely. But there's never been any pressure for her to ever have a job or anything. So it's all just been her decision, and so I'm cool with that. That's awesome. Okay, I think I might stitch it. I might put a button or something on it. Let's pick out a button. Button. I have these little black buttons. Right, I have these little black buttons. Oh, we have to put little black buttons on there. And perhaps a piece of this, right? But what we'll do is I'll ink it. I'll ink it all black and everything. Right? I even have some. So first I'll rub some black ink on it. Okay? We have all this little black ink. I'm going to spray my board. Doop doop. Let's just wipe it up. Ta-da. Okay, let's see how that looks. Just glue it on there. with my Fabri-Tac. All right, and then I'm going to thread these. I'm going to like put threads in them, and I'm going to stitch around the card, and I'll be back. Okie dokie, here is, yay, our buttons, button. And I'm going to glue them on using the Beacon Tacky Glue. Right there. Up here like that. They're just going to sit there. Okay. Dum-dum. And we're going to let it dry. And then what else? Oh, I backed it with some graph paper, which we can stencil a little bit. Where did my other stencil go? Ah, here it is. Again, because I'm not putting things back where they should go. Look at that. That looks great. I love. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here now, and that will dry. Okay, and let's move on. Let's see, we have this pretty page. Let's see, I have these. Huh? What do we think of that? Let's just do it. Right, these are just clear, I don't know, acetate shapes, I guess. Ta-da, Batman. Well, I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. The bat signal in the sky. But, you know, my husband watches all that superhero stuff, so. Okay, let's go ahead and just glue this on like a pocket. Right like that. And let's see, what do we have? We have these two. So I love this. Let's just put this on there. Let's just put this in there. This can just be a journaling card on its own, because it's got like the poem on it. Right? It doesn't need anything. It just needs inked. Oh, I guess it's like kind of got cut, but that's fine. I'm gonna go heavy-handed with the ink. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's my journal, and it's all grungy, and you know, it's gotta be all. Let's see, what other stencils do we have? I have this, right? Look at this one, and it's not a stencil. I don't know what it is. But I use it as a stencil. It'll make these circles. Dum-dum. And that'll just go in that pocket like that. Yay! Okay, so there's that. The hand I love. We should definitely put the hand on there. I'm thinking we'll grab some of this, right? Some of this coffee-stained gauze. Kind of go like this and mess it all up, huh? Just pull it until it's kind of a mess. And then grab the Fabri-Tac. Okay, stick it on there. And then the hand, which I think I'm definitely going to ink. And I wonder if we have any like fortune teller stuff that else we can put on here. Right? Thinking I'll have that creep up like that. Then we can put our hand right there like that. Let's see what we got. Let's see, we have this book. It has some stuff. Palmistry. That's perfect. That's exactly what this is. Right? It's how to read the lines of the hand. And so we can put that on this page too. I kind of wish I had made the hand like not so. Look at what I did. Look at what I did. We're just going to glue it on there, huh? Ink it. Okay. Yay, palmistry. I wonder these are pretty good and dry. And let's continue. We can continue for a little bit, huh? I think so. Let me glue this down. The tip of this bat wing. Okay, so here we have this page. So what do we want to do? I have this, which is awesome, super awesome. What do we have in our Timmy Holtz remnant bag? What do we have? Some of this is Stamperia. Like this one, this is Stamperia. But most of these are Tim Holtz. I have some 8x8s in here. Let's see. I have these awesome bugs and the awesome green paper behind it, which I love. Let's just make a notebook. Let's make a notebook and we'll make it all, you know, spooky. A spooky notebook. Right? What can we put on there to make it? I mean, I suppose we could just put a couple skulls. Right? What about up here? Right here? Oh, it's going to be like this, huh? Because of the way a notebook opens. Well, we could definitely put her on there then. We could just cut her out. Let's just cut her out as a circle and then we'll put her on there. Maybe we'll put some lace on the page. Yeah, that looks great. I love it, love it. Bum, bum, bum. So, I mean, you know, I'm not going to finish it on screen, obviously. It's, but I do, hold on. Let's grab some of this. I do plan to like finish it tonight, I think. I think I'm going to try to finish it tonight. I'll probably even write in it tonight. You know, it is Halloween, and it is a Halloween journal after all. I bet the art glitter glue already dried. It's okay. We'll fabric tack it down. Let's see. Let's put this on here like that. How wicked. Oh, so there was another group of kids that showed up, right? And they were also older, right? They looked to be maybe 12. I would say ranges from maybe 11 to like 13, right? So that's my estimate. And they were 3 boys, okay? And these boys you could tell were friends, okay? They were not siblings, they were friends. And I answer the door and I hear 2 of them go trick or treat, right? Trick or treat. And then one of them, right, says something, and I don't know what he said. And I think he said trick or treat. It was in the same cadence, right? It was like trick or treat, but it was like, I think it was in a different language. And I think he like said trick or treat in Spanish or something like that, which is, that's cool. But the shortest kid, right? I don't know if he was the youngest, but he was the small one. He goes, I look at him and he starts shaking his head, right? He just starts shaking his head and he goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, right? He just repeats this. And I go, why? Why are you sorry? What are you sorry about? And he goes, oh, nothing, right? And then I like, so I put I'm like handed all the candy and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he turns around and as he's walking away, he's just keeps shaking his head and he goes, I'm so sorry, all exacerbated and stuff. It was so funny. I thought, and the older kid, or the taller one, the one that said whatever they said when I answered the door, he had this smile on his face. Oh, the smile on his face. It was so whatever. I just chuckled and kids, Okay, so now we need paper. Paper to go inside of our notebook. I have an idea. What if we did it concertina style? Ooh, fancy. What if we folded it like this? Right? Just fold it accordion style. And then trim it. And I suppose you could continue going, right? One could glue another page onto it, but we're going to leave it just this. I don't want to add too much more bulk. It's already, because it's only sewn in as a one signature. Okay. But we are past the halfway mark, right? The halfway mark is back here. I think this page is the halfway. Don't you love that owl? He's so cool, isn't he? Wow, look at that. It like bled through. I think that's the ink on the card of the text. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is, yep, I'm just going to glue the page on there. Just glue it on there and call it good. Doom, doom. Glue it. Okay, let's see if we can do this and get it on there evenly. Oh my goodness. You know how it is. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe you glue all your stuff perfectly straight. And if you do, good job, I envy you. I really do. Because, man, I can't tell you how crooked most of my stuff is. Most of the time. Where's that green paper clip? Ta-da! I have a green paper clip. And let's put a green ribbon on it. That's what I've decided. Let's see. Uh-oh, we've got stuff falling out of my book. That's not good. It's not good. Perhaps they're yearning to be used, huh? Maybe we'll use one. Okay, green. A green ribbon on this paper clip. Come along. I think I'll just tie it in a knot. How about that? Fine. We'll tie you in a knot. Stop being difficult. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, now we just need to... Oh, this, by the way, is practice of my sister's Halloween costume. She got fake tattoo ink, and to practice it and stuff, I was like, you can draw something on my wrist. I was like, you can draw a star or a heart or like whatever you want. And she was like, well, star is very Halloween-y. And I was like, true. So that's what she did. So it's just like a temporary tattoo ink, which I thought was really cool. It's like henna almost or something. All right, we're going to paper clip it, I think, from up here. Yes. Good, good. That's going to go like that. Now, let's see. What do we have here? I have this. Oh, this is an envelope. This was made by Debbie. Isn't this darling? And I think I'm just going to leave it on there as as just a journaling card, greeting card flip. And we'll do the same thing with this one. I think perhaps on this page, right? That's perfect. What's on the inside of this one? It's gray. Okay, where's my little dauber? Dum dum. I love this mummy one. It is so cute. Oh, this is the trick-or-treat one. Yes, the trick-or-treat one will be perfect on this orange page. And I'm just going to leave this page for journaling. Okay. And we'll do a little bit of... Oh my goodness, all my stuff is everywhere. Okay, let's put this back up here. Where did my brush go? Did I put it back? Oh, here it is. It's hiding under this envelope. Okay. Here's another dot stencil. Right? We'll put some dots. We'll put some up here and some up there. Yay! Maybe just a little tiny bit. Looks good, looks good. I'm happy with it. So we just need to glue it on. Yep, made by Debbie. I'll remember that all the greeting cards in this journal was made by her. I will. Trick or treat. Yay, it's so cute. So cute. Let's do this one. And I'm not even going to ink it. I'm going to leave it as it is because I like the gray. That we're running on time, and I think I'm going to call it. Right? Which, you know, and I mean, there's still so many pages left to go through. Right? But I mean, it is getting there. It is very close. We are reaching... That one stuck to the... Okay, that's like a sticker or something. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it right here. Let's see, let's grab my little popsicle stick and burnish it down. It's cute. Boo! Then I think this looks like a... Yeah, this is a rub-on transfer. Yay, happy haunting. Let's put one of these really quick and then I'll call it, huh? How about up here? Right here, I wonder if it'll ink. Let's see. It's kind of plasticky. Might not hold. But we'll do what we can, huh? I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this one. Yay! So awesome. We have this toxic label we can put on top of it. Again, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. Yeah, this is my problem, is that with this journal, is that I've been having so much fun with it. Right? It's so much fun just going through and decorating a journal. It's so much fun. So anyway, I had so much fun, you guys, right? Like, look at this thing. This thing is great. It can sit here. Yeah, right? We can put pumpkins on. Right? I'm just going to glue that down the side of the page because it matches the page next to it. But yeah, I mean, it's been such a great Halloween. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be uploading my next purple journal. I also have a friendship journal. I do want to like work on the friendship journal. So I have that I'm hoping I can get out and done. So anyway, happy Halloween. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful start to the week. And I will see you guys later. Bye.